It's Saturday morning and I hope you have your coffee ready as we are about to dive into another episode of the Hot Top 10. These are the hottest selling Magic cards this week, May 14th to the 20th of 2022. Who comes out on top? Stick around and find out. This is interesting. Let me tell you, I didn't see it coming and I can't wait to share it with you. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. I hope your day is going awesome wherever you... Ow, I hit my hand. Wherever you are in the world of Magic as I bang my hand off a bedpost because it's Saturday morning and I wasn't paying attention. What can you say? I got my coffee. I just haven't woken up yet. Guys, the Hot Top 10. Generally, these are never going to be reserve list cards. The sales don't warrant it. But there's a lot of modern players, commander players, pauper players out there, pioneer, whatever format, modern, whatever you can think of, that buy cards each and every day. And that results in the Hot Top 10. But what's fascinating is when something goes wrong. When something is not what you expect it to be. Like when I just banged my hand. Didn't expect it, but it happened. And this week is such a crazy mixed up week. I can't wait to share it with you. So enough of me yammering on. Let's get to the Hot Top 10. And you can see why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking and why I'm banging things. Not enough coffee in my day, obviously. Let's get to it. So here we are, starting out our journey this week. And we have Ragavan, the Nimble Pilferer, Modern Horizons 2, back in the top 10. He hasn't been here for like 4 months. Here we have Ragavan with 323 sales this week. The average price is $76.94 US. The market price is $69.70 US. A foil is going to run you around $120 US. It's €70.90 to get this card to your house. It's about $110 here in Canada. Now, when I see 323 sales of a card that has not been there for a very long time, it makes me wonder what's going on. I expect Modern Horizons 2 to kind of calm down. Sure, it could have 20, 30, 40 sales in a week, but I'm not expecting 300 plus. And when you look into it, when you start looking at the sales figures and you realize some people are buying 7 or 8 at a time. People are banking on this card. They realize that Modern Horizons 2 is not going to be opened a lot now, which means those who want this card are going to have to go to those people who have hoarded little mini buyouts of this particular card. It's fascinating to see what's going on with Ragavan. Unless I'm missing something, it looks like to me people just realize what's happening with the card. It's usable, playable, fun. You got no more Modern Horizons 2 being opened, and people recognize that and say, if I put a few of these away, about 9 months from now, I am going to be rewarded. And I think they will, because the prices stayed pretty static for a while. But when you start eliminating it from the market, and there's nobody putting new inventory in because nobody's opening it, that's when we're going to have some price problems. All right, that's your number 10 this week. What an unusual thing to happen. It jacked me up. Then I'm like, hey, Ragavan's back. All right, now, unlicensed hearse. This is Streets of New Capenna, new product, new thing. Great, price isn't too bad. 391 sales this week. I can respect that. The average price is $4.23 US. The market price is $3.74 US. A foil is $4.24, which is ridiculous, 1 penny difference. Wizards has got to fix the foils. That's all I can tell you guys. You're going to keep hearing me say it until it happens. And then, of course, we have €1.27 to get this card into your house. It's about $5 here in Canada for this card. I am seeing it be played once in a while, but nowhere near as much as I thought I would. So, you know, it's cool. It's there. It's unlicensed hearse. Let's see what happens going forward. I think it'll have some stronger sales later on. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 8 this week. That's right, Guiana, your Font of Hope. I love this card. It helped me win my pre-release. It was awesome. Streets of New Capenna. 447 sales this week. All right, the average price is only $4 US. $6 here in Canada, by the way. The market price is $3.20 US. A foil is $4.47. Yep, you know what I'm thinking. And it's €3.64 to get this card to your house. This card has more going for it than people realize. It's a 2 casting cost, 2/2 with flying and vigilance. It taps to add mana to cast angels. This has got some legs. Its power has been pushed. It's a fun card. It is going to have a home for a very long time. Do not underestimate cards like this. Yes, it's only a rare. But if Streets of New Capenna doesn't have a massive opening and a lot more doesn't enter the market over the next few years, cards like this tend to drift up. So it's just a card to keep an eye out. If you wanted to get a couple, get your playset out of the way. I'm fascinated by the sales figures. It's been pretty strong, pretty consistent. Let's see where it goes in the next few weeks. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 7 this week, and that is going to be Maizes End. That's right, Dragon's Maze is on the top 10. Okay? I know, fascinating. 503 sales this week. Now, the average price is $10, okay? $10 US. The market price is $7.59. A foil is $36.92 because obviously this is an older card and the foils do cost more back then because they were harder to get. €3.94 to get this card to your house. There's only a couple of foil copies available locally here, but the card goes for about 14 bucks. This card is being pushed because of Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends, the actual land, Baldur's Gate. This stuff all can play into each other. It's fascinating to see what's going to happen here. I'm very interested to see the combinations that will go along with this card. When you see these little things happen, you just go, I just got to know what's going to happen. I want to see if people actually make this work. Is this card's value going to hold? Is all these buyouts I've seen happening in the last 6-7 days, all these sales figures, are they going to amount to anything? Or is it just FOMO? My brain just has to know. The fear of missing out could have driven sales up, and then like a lot of other cards, it ends up going nowhere. And remember Emery the Lock Lurker? What's going on with that card? I love that card. It didn't really go anywhere right now. Who knows what the future brings, though? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 6 this week. Now, number 6 is an offer you can't refuse. This card should be here. It's an amazing card. Okay, Streets of New Capenna. I only got a couple in my boxes. I actually don't even own a playset yet. It is a card I will be buying a playset for, though. The average price is $1.99 US. The market price is $1.50 US. A foil is $3.14 US, and I like that. That's a little more disparity, right? A little bit difference in the price. And it's almost €1 to buy this card. It's about $3 here in Canada. When I look at this card, I realize how fun it could be to play it in different types of decks and styles, especially like some legacy, vintage stuff. Could be a lot of fun. The 551 sales is still pretty respectable, and I'll be curious to see what Wizards does with this card about 2 years from now. I'm just saying, if you don't do something with it, you don't reprint it again, if you don't do another Consider kind of card, if it doesn't get reprinted quick enough, the prices tend to drift up. Wizards doesn't like commons and uncommons going that high, so I'll be looking to see what happens in the future. Now, number 5 this week is something I would expect to see. This is the Triome Jetmir's Garden, okay? Streets of New Capenna, and I look at it and say, I would expect this card to be here. 628 sales, though, is a lot lower than I thought. The average price is $7.97 US. These cards are drifting down, if you notice. The market is $7.43 US, and a foil is $8.49 US. €8.10 to get this card to your house. It's about $13 here in Canada. These prices are drifting down, and I didn't expect to see that right now. I'll be looking to follow this card in the next 90 days to see if it goes up, or if the money gets drained from the market with the newer sets like Commander Legends 2, Triple Flip Masters 2022. Those things can drain the market of their money and leave sets like this just laying as dust on the side of the road. So I'll be fascinated to see what happens here. I keep saying fascinating today. I wonder if I've had too much coffee. Overly caffeinated Canadian repeats words over and over. Who knows? Number 4 this week was a total stunner. This is Ugin the Ineffable, and that's from War of the Spark. He actually won my pre-release at War of the Spark. 721 sales this week. Out of the blue. Out of nowhere, I happened to notice it. Now, the average price is $4.33 US. The market price is $4.21 US. A foil is $9.55 US. €2.96 to get this card in your house. It's about $7 in Canadian dollars right now. This card is a fun card. He costs $6. He's a little bit cheaper to get out. He can go into any single deck, and he is versatile. He's a playable card, right? Everyone likes to put some 2/2 creatures out, and then if they die, you get to draw that card. That's kind of cool. He's a good, decent card. And when I look at him now, I'm going, I've mentioned him in the past. It's probably around the War of the Spark era. I said, colorless planeswalkers can find a home anywhere. You don't know until people really find a way to use it. This amount of sales, it just makes me wonder what's going on. I'm going to be tracking it for the next few days to see if the sales continue at this level, because War of the Spark's out of print. The boxes are drifting up in price, and this is unlikely to get a reprint anytime soon. And it's only a rare. It wasn't even a mythic. So, way to go, Ugin. Let's see what happens with you, buddy. All right, number 4 this week. followed by number 3, and that is Karn, the great creator. War of the Spark. 825 sales this week. The average price is $17.45 US. The market price is $15.24 US. A foil is $21.98 US. €11, 60 cents to get this card to your house. About $20 here in Canada. He's had a bit of a roller coaster. You can follow the chart there and see. But again, it's one of those cards. He's a colorless planeswalker. I've mentioned him before. And I think when he was around the $5 mark, I told people to buy him. I didn't realize he'd been drifting up. So it's why it's like, wow. And then when you see the sales figures, you're like, he's been selling a lot of copies lately. He's moving up there. And these are not newer product cards. This is out of print, older card. But there were so many sales it made the top 10 this week. That is crazy. So way to go, Karn. Way to go, Ugin. You're number 4 and number 3 respectively. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 2 this week. Number 2 is Arcane Signet. All right, guys, 1,203 sales. Very high, very cool. Average price is $1.61 US. The market is $1.25 US. €1.05 to get this card into your house. $2.50 here in Canada. Now, this gets printed all the time, so it's going to be reprinted in Commander Legends, Battle for Baldur's Gate. We're going to see new issuings of it, different artworks, but it's had a lot of sales. There's a lot of people building Commander, obviously. So way to go, Arcane Signet. Not much to add to this right now. It's going to get reprinted all the time. Wizards going to keep this low, so I'm just kind of curious to see why it's selling so much, but I guess people are just building with Commander. So you've waited long enough. We're here. We're at the end of the line, the bottom of the barrel, but really, it's your number 1 card. The hottest selling card this week has to be, boom, Ledger Shredder. Number 1 2 weeks in a row. Streets of New Capenna. 1,295 sales. A lot less than before, but still respectable amount of sales this week. The overall sales figures are lower across the board on what we've seen with these cards, okay? When you see Ledger Shredder there, and last week was like a couple thousand copies more, and we see how much lower it is on the market, it makes you realize that it looks like people are spreading their money out. It's kind of evening things out. And when I looked at that top 10, I saw some of the cards coming up. I'm going, look at the figures, look at the sales on some of these cards. So you start looking. It took me longer to put this video together than most weeks because the sales were taking me in really weird old places. I'm going, War of the Spark, really? You start branching out, you start looking at some Alma and Cat, you start looking at other cards that are almost making the top 10. This is fascinating stuff when things go sideways like that and you don't expect it. So I loved it. I think it was a great time counting up the top 10 this week. These are your hottest selling cards this week. They may not be there next week, but that's what makes watching the Hot Top 10 every week the place to be. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to see you all tomorrow for the Reserve List Hot Top 10. Guys, leave some comments in the comments section. Let me know what you think. And if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Have a great day, everyone. Hey guys, thanks everyone. The patrons out there, you guys are awesome. They make this happen each and every day. Respect to all the fabulous patrons who support this channel each and every day. Have a great one, everyone. Here we go, guys. And just like in Talladega Nights, having this much coffee, I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew. Remember that, the little kid? So funny. I had a lot of coffee today. I think I'm on my 3rd cup on a Saturday. It led me to be a little jittery and feel like I should be running a marathon. But you guys, I gotta respect you guys. You made it to the end of the video. You are here. You're ready for the 10K bit. Here we go. Guys, a Frenzied Raptor is going in that 10K box. Frenzied Raptor. Now, the funny thing is right now, some of you people left. You left me here alone. Now I feel lonely. But that's okay because we're also going to put in the Merfolk Falconer. That's right. The Merfolk Falconer is going in there, man. He's going to rock it. Into the 10K box, they both went. 2 cards for the price of nothing. Didn't cost me anything to put those cards in there. Wicked, man. Although the prize might cost me something when we get this all done. The 10K box could be important. You never know. So you guys have an awesome Saturday. Oh, can't wait to see you guys on Sunday, of course, for the live stream and what's going to happen. Right? We have our top 10 reserve list video on the weekend. Crazy stuff going on out there, guys. The sales are throwing me for a loop. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Can't wait to see you guys till tomorrow. Can't wait to see you guys till tomorrow. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of, right? I know. One of those days, I got to be honest.